Alrighty, it's Monday morning again, and it is time for you know what. Yeah, you know it. Starting to get addicted to the stuff, if I am already not. So, the keen observers might have noticed already that something is different. The difference being is all the cars are moved on the weekend, on Friday. Finished up the floor's clean. If we go over here, you'll notice that we finished up the B pillar and installed this new section in here, so that one day if you maybe wanted to bolt that trim to something, it has something to bolt to. Beat out that quarter panel, roughly. Still, come on, it's early days. So we did a week on this. You may notice that because this is obviously my workshop, we rotate the cars weekly, because I am only one man. There's like 4 or 5 cars I've got to work on, so one at a time. So the other week we did the XY, we did the boot channels in a bit, we did a week on this, all that. Now, the time has been coming, the XD gets to take center stage. It has been sitting in the back corner for a while. The customer isn't exactly rolling in coin, so money builds up and then we will put it into circulation. So on this side, you may have noticed it actually looks okay. That's because I've already spent quite a bit of time on this side. This side, I believe I did all the rust on this side. I did a bit in the dog leg. I reckon that was one of the only spots. And obviously a panel beated up all the doors. The guard's still in Epitech after being bare metal, but it's incredibly straight. But yeah, any panel that's in this 2-pack high build primer has been bodyworked to some degree. Yeah, this quarter panel is a mess, this one. But it's looking okay now. I will go over it again. Oh, and we put a door skin on, a brand new old stock door skin went on this door. I think I had to do something to it, can't remember. It was a while ago. But yeah, I did that. So it's a dog leg, door skin, very good guard. Rear quarters had some repairs. It was XF-ified, as in F for Freddy. And if anybody knows these cars, you go, no, you can swip and swatch the taillights all you can, because it's all the same body. You cannot go swipping and swapping the taillights as easily as you think you can on these cars. The XF taillight is significantly bigger than an XD, XE taillight. They're longer. And this back panel is different from XE, XD, XF. I'm not sure there's a lot between XD and XE, but I know there's a lot in it when there's an XF taillight panel. So somebody put the XF taillight panel, and luckily the owner loves his new old stock stuff, so he happened to have a new old stock taillight panel for an XD. But I've noticed when I was trying to put a taillight in that some of the holes were too low, which now I have had a theory, because I worked in a lot of crash shops and had a lot of experience with things. A new old stock panel is a genuine Ford part, or Holden, or whatever company it is, but the part that you buy, that second hand, like you go to Ford and you want to buy a new taillight panel, that taillight panel came off the production line because it was not perfect. There was something wrong with it. And then what the companies do is they will resell them as genuine parts, but they're never perfect. Not even the really good ones. Something brought them. They were quality checked along the line, and everything is. And if it's not right, it gets pulled off. So, it's very good, better than a Chinese-made part. But they're never perfect. There's something always a little bit hinky with them. Whether something's cut in the wrong spot, or in this case, holes pressed in the wrong spot, so they would have gone, ah crap, that one's wrong. Take it off the line, stick it in spare parts and sell it to someone. And most panel beaters and crash shops are capable of modifying things, so like I am. So all I'll do is just re-drill the holes, weld up the other ones, off you go. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. So that's a little thing. Just watch out for new old stock parts. They're not always perfect. He also happened to have... So you get the general opinion that it's... First off, we'll start with, this car is an ex-New South Wales police car. So that gives you some indication of how well it was treated in the early stage of its life. So it's been beaten on like someone owed it money. So it's had some rust. Someone's already done a lower rear section. This is what we're tackling this week. This and that, and I think there's some rust in the A pillar up there. I've already rebuilt this whole corner. I believe I cut it up through here somewhere. Took that piece off, rebuilt this, goes under that, rebuilt that, remade all of that. As you notice, it's rust free. A little bit dusty though. Yeah. So we've done that. Got to tackle that. I think we actually put a corner on this because that was rusted out. Still got a couple little spots, and we have the lower section of what was left of a new old stock quarter panel. So this will get put down there, but this should fit perfect because that is not a rare spares piece. That was removed from a genuine quarter panel, so you will expect that to be exactly the right shape. Not too shabby, eh? We've got a sun visor up there, that's for the front. And I've got my Pepsi Max. You also may have noticed that the thumbnail is the ute. It is now wearing rego, which means it has passed its Tier 3 inspection, which is one of the hardest inspections you can have. And it has passed its roadworthy. So it got probed pretty thoroughly this morning. And it passed with flying colours. They were so happy with that car. They were just unbelievable. They were gobsmacked. It was done so well. Not saying that other people do them badly, but you know, it was done very well because I'm good. And a bit later in the week I'll do a proper video on that, and I'll run you through the little book that you've got to do with the car, because it's got to have a repair. You've got to put a book with it. You're like almost. Remember when you were in school and they used to make you do science projects and stuff like that, and you had to do your project, and you just had to have a book that goes with it that explained all that crap. Well, you have to have that, and you have to have all your receipts and all your paperwork and everything, and photos of the repairs, including all the welds. They're very, very particular on seeing your welding, because I know of a couple of people who did all the repairs, did all the stuff, did all the bodywork, made it all beautiful, took it down there. He didn't have any photos of the actual repairs, and guess what they made him do? Go home, take all the paint off, expose the welds, bring the car back with it exposed so we can see. Yeah, they were less than enthusiastic about that. But it happens, you've got to do it right, or they'll send you home and make you do it again. And I've been lucky enough to send 3 cars through Regency, which is the South Australian road mob who allow you to have, so like in America you'd have the DMV and stuff like that, and all those people, people who can make you have a really bad day when it comes to cars. But yeah, in SA we have a place called Regency, and it's the Vehicle Inspection Centre, and they, if you get your car defected or do something wrong and you get your car impounded or something, that's the mob you have to deal with. So yeah, but yeah, they inspect the cars thoroughly. If your car's been a tier 3 inspection and a roadworthy, you can assure you that it's been very well checked over. They do a incredible job, and very little slips by them. I don't actually think anything slips by them because they're good at what they do. They check your seat belts, they check everything. You will not believe what they'll check. Plus, I've seen the paperwork. I've witnessed it myself a few times. So, yeah, there's the XD. This is what we're tackling this week. I tend to do workshop videos a car at a time, as I might have mentioned previous, but I'm a little bit spaced out today. So we sort of stick with one car per week. I teased you guys with the XB on the weekend. You might wonder why that's taking a long time. I have to pay for it. And I've only half paid for it. So I was able to drive it and have fun with it. But it's still at a mate's place where it will be until I finish paying for it. I've only got $3,000 to go, so that won't take long. So a couple of weeks, maybe a month, we can really get into that, because that car's going to get all kinds of things done to it. Sorry about this 10-minute rambling video, but it's a bit of an intro to the week. Gives you an update on everything. And stay tuned. We'll do some more. We'll do a fairly good in-depth repair on that. We'll show you all the ins and outs and tricks and drops. It looks like I also have to fix that area. Once again, what the hell is that? Come on. Sorry, but yeah, stay tuned. Have fun. Enjoy watching. See ya.